Hey, welcome to Lakeside Tarot. My name is Tara. Thank you for joining me for today's reading. This reading is going to be for the collective. It may or may not resonate with you. Please use your own discernment to decide what is and what is not for you. Okay, I need to share a quick story with y'all before we get started on the reading. I was out running errands earlier today and I took a different route than what I normally do, and I was paying really close attention to the street names, and I was also listening to Sirius XM. So as I'm listening to Sirius XM, I hear yada yada yada. Okay, we're here now with Rich Davis. And I looked to the right and I literally was passing a road called Rich Davis Road. So the name Rich, the last name Davis, might be of importance here. It may resonate with somebody here. I want to read a little bit about Rich Davis. He hosts Covino and Rich, which covers lifestyle, relationships, comedy, sports, and music. Any of these things can be significant. Rich is the main voice of SiriusXM's Pop 2K, playing all the hits from the 2000s, and on SiriusXM Hits 1, where he brings you exclusive interviews with superstars like Taylor Swift, Katy Perry, Pitbull, as well as discusses all that is pop culture. Rich is a familiar face covering events like the Grammys, VMAs, MTV Movie Awards, as well as parties for Rolling Stone, ESPN, Playboy, and Maxim. So any of this stuff can be significant. That did not happen for no reason. I definitely felt a need to share that with you before we get started here. So, the message for today is yesterday we were talking about how twin flame union is close. So, the message for today is both of you were led by spirit to leave toxic situations behind. The divine feminine may have been stuck in a situation where someone was trying to set her up to steal from or drain her financially. And the divine masculine may have been stuck in a situation where someone was involved with high risk gambles or investments, which were leading to financial loss. Both of you are being called to continue to cleanse your energy and rely on your faith and prayer at this time. You are also being called to continue to do shadow work. You are surrounded by people who are envious of you both. Focusing on doing the shadow work is what is going to release any blockages that are standing in the way of you coming into union with yourself and with each other. So, we're going to take a look at both of these situations. We're going to see what the divine feminine was dealing with and what the divine masculine was dealing with. And then we're going to talk a little bit about leaning on faith at this time, and then we'll close out with a few closing messages, and that'll be it. So let's dig into the divine feminine situation. And there's something I need to bring up about her situation specifically. Again, please keep in mind divine feminine, divine masculine. This is not gender specific, this is based on energy. So the movie American Beauty is of importance with the feminine's story specifically. So, the story of American Beauty, if you haven't seen this movie before, I've seen it a few times, but it's been years since I've seen it, so I don't remember all of the details. I do remember really liking the movie and watching it more than one time. Lester Burnham, Kevin Spacey, is a gainfully employed suburban husband and father. Fed up with his boring, stagnant existence, he quits his job and decides to reinvent himself as a pot smoking, responsibility shirking teenager. What follows is at once cynical, hysterical, and eventually tragically uplifting. So, this is from Rotten Tomatoes, is where that's coming from. And the information about Rich Davis came from CovinoandRich.com. So, not all of you, but some of you may have been like the daughter's hot friend in this situation. You don't have to be the daughter's hot friend. You could have been an attractive family friend. This is not for everybody's situation, but this is for some people's situation. So let's dig straight into what was the divine feminine dealing with in the past. All right, first card out is tired of drama. So you may have found yourself in a situation that you were not necessarily satisfied in, looking for change in your life at the time. And then we've got divorce, breaking contract, and bank failure. So for some of you, you could have been in a marriage, you could have been married, you could have been contemplating divorce at the time. You could have been struggling financially. This also could be this other person's situation that you were dealing with. They may have been contemplating divorce, not doing well financially. This could have been on one or both sides. All right. We're going to use Intuitive Kev's Kipperish deck. I really like his decks. All right, Divine Feminine, tired of drama. This is right underneath, tired of drama, Divine Feminine. So yes, this was you who was in a position where maybe you were dealing with drama in your personal life when you met this person. Looking for change. I think I already said that. And then we've got Distant Future and Rich Girl. So with bank failure being here, this could have been a situation that you did not find yourself as somebody who would be financially struggling, that you have always seen yourself as somebody who maybe not necessarily would be rich, but would be financially stable. And you could have found yourself in a situation that was financially draining you. And then we've got conflict. So there may have been fights here about finances. This could have made you or this other person very angry. With the black box being over his hands, I feel like something was hidden in this situation. Maybe somebody was spending money and not saying where they were spending money. There's definitely something hidden in this situation. The person that you were dealing with did not have the same viewpoint on money as you did. All right, let's get one more for that. So you could have met somebody while traveling, while you were in a situation that you were not happy in. You could have met someone. Let's get one more. So I want to clarify this completely before I say anything. Never hurts to get clarifiers. You don't want to just speak on it without knowing for sure what you're dealing with. So this could have been somebody that you met while traveling. Maybe not. Maybe that wasn't the situation. For some of you, it is. This person that you met, if you did, this was someone who had an evil eye towards you. Okay? You may have been in a very vulnerable place at the time, hurting, unhappy with the current situation that you were in. and thinking that this new person that you met was going to be a promising future. They, oh man, I love tarot and oracle, all of it. This person was presenting themselves as a nice guy, as a soulmate. And this was giving you like a reprieve from the conflict that you may have been dealing with in the previous situation. You saw this person as your bliss. This was somebody who did bring you happiness at one point. Okay, so we've got Three of Cups. Oh, this is Intuitive Kev's tarot deck. So you know what I'm using here. Three of Cups, karmic connection, divine partner. This may have been someone that you thought was your divine partner, someone that you celebrated with, somebody that you had fun with. Okay. Six of Swords, you felt like you were moving to calmer waters when you met this person. And we've got divine guidance. You may have been guided to this person. You may have been seeing signs that were leading you to this person. All right. Intuitive Kev, I want to give you a shout out because your art is amazing. These decks are great. All right. So let's quickly take a look at what signs you may have been dealing with in this situation, and if we can get any more details, and then we're going to move on to the divine masculine situation that he was dealing with. Second house, resources and values. All right, so there's something significant about this. What about resources and values? Well, we were talking about money, financial. That was the original message that I got, is that there's a lot about finances in these situations. And then we've got Aquarius, the visionary. So you could have been dealing with an Aquarius. You may be an Aquarius. You may have envisioned your financial situation differently than this other person. You may have also had different values than this person, feelings and subconscious. And at the bottom of the deck, love and beauty. All right. So you may let's see. What's the message here? Resources and values, feelings and subconscious. Visionary. Love and beauty. So you may have been looking for somebody who was more on your level as far as finances are concerned, and beauty in whatever way that means for you. How you value beauty. What is it that you find to be beautiful? Staff, you will be taken care of in difficult times. Torch, spiritual development, enlightenment, awareness, and understanding. So this could be something, or the situation that came about could have been at a time that you were on at the beginning of your spiritual awakening. Dagger, fear, worries, tense situations. So the situation may not have ended up being what you expected it to be. So I want to get something on how this person felt about you before we move on to the divine uh, masculine situation. So we're going to get Intuitive Kev's tarot deck. So you had met somebody that you were in a place where you were looking for somebody that was more on your level, that aligned more with you, your values, your financial goals. And this seems like a promising situation. So I want to talk about, how did this person feel about you? So we've got Page of Pentacles. The page can be, it could be about messages. It could be a little bit immature here, the way that he's winking in this. It's almost like there was a promise here, but it was a fake promise. It wasn't what you were. This person may be immature with their finances. They could have seen you as somebody who was vulnerable, who might overgive to them. We've got the Star. This is somebody who knew and understood your value. They were looking for you to blindly pour into them. If you notice here, she's looking straight ahead and pouring her cup into a big bowl, jar, whatever you want to call it here. There's no self-awareness there. It's like this person felt like they could just tell you anything, present some kind of opportunity to you, and that you would just pour into them. Give me one more here. Okay, we've got two. We've got Ascension and Emotional Manipulator. So this is somebody who was playing on your emotions. They were tugging on your heartstrings. Okay. This is somebody who was meant to hold you back, to keep you stuck emotionally. That's what they used in order to keep you from ascending. They did not want you to ascend here. All right. So this is what the Divine Feminine was dealing with. There's not a whole lot of details. We didn't dig too much into it, but it gives kind of an overview. So let's talk about what the Divine Masculine was dealing with. What did his situation look like? His or her. We've got total drama and sexual protection. All right. So this could have been a very tumultuous situation that they were dealing with. There could potentially have been STDs involved. What else? Got running away. Caught. Finding evidence, getting caught cheating. All right. Well, that would explain why you would need sexual protection. And fake apology. All right. So they may have been dealing with somebody who got caught cheating and they acted like they were sorry, but they really weren't. All right. Interesting. I mean, it's a shame, but again, this is not for every Divine Masculine situation, but it is for some. Let's get more on this. Community. Right. Get one more. Travel. And get one more here for community. Mature woman. So this person that, okay, this could go, well, if we're talking about mature woman here, the person that the divine masculine's, I'm sorry, I almost said counterpart. Okay, so this could be a karmic divine feminine, someone that they thought was their counterpart. They may have presented themselves as a mature woman in the community, right? They may have traveled a lot. They could have been very well known. And we've got boss and ritual. Let me get one more here. Okay. Got imprisonment and intuitive Kev at the bottom of the deck. So I'm going to leave that open to interpretation for what your situation might be here, because that could go many different ways, and I'm not being led to look any further into it. You would know how that would resonate with your situation, or if you don't, then you don't need to know. Running away, faith. So at the very beginning, the message that I got was that you were both being led to get away from this situation. So with me being led not to look any further into this sexual protection, ritual, imprisonment, boss, all of that stuff, this person may not have all the answers. They may have just decided to walk away. They may have been led to walk away from this situation and just rely on their faith. That might be why I can't get any more information, or I'm being led to stop. We've got divinity and self-love here. This person found out enough information that they were led to walk away from the situation, to focus on their self-love, their divinity. Somebody who is confident within their divinity. All right, we got a lot here for this. All right, so we've got expectation, message, real love, flying monkey, change, and abuse. This person may have heard from the person that, okay, this is going to get a little complicated. This person may have heard from the person who their person cheated on them with. If that's not the case, then their person that they were dealing with gave them a fake apology, whichever the case is, they decided to move on. See you, bye. All right. Seems like it was a pretty easy decision, whatever happened here. Maybe not easy emotionally, but whatever happened here, this person was led to and chose to walk away. All right, I got one that dropped here. Ah! We got 5 of Swords and Up in the Clouds. So there was definitely confusion in this situation, some sabotage. It wasn't good. Whatever was going on was not good. And then we've got Queen of Cups, Knight of Cups, and the Empress. There was definitely two people in this situation. See what I can get on that. Oh, wow. So there was a choice here that needed to be made. All right. There was two different women and a man. We're talking about the divine masculine here, so I'm a little. We've got the Lovers. This is a choice. Clarify this choice. Is this the divine masculine or justice? Okay. Twin flame. Three of Pentacles. And the Hangman. All right, so what I'm getting here is that the divine masculine, once this situation started to unfold, he realized that something was, this wasn't good. Maybe the other person got caught